Hi guys, so I want to bring up some of the things, the pros of working for Postmates and some tips I have and my experience and my suggestions I can give you. I might do a few videos and I will answer questions in the comments if you leave any. And I'll start with this. So what I like about Postmates is that you get a prepaid card called the PEX card, PEX. It's a white card. And a lot of people wonder how we pay for our food. Well, it's through that. So whether I go to a restaurant or Best Buy or any place, that's what I'm using to pay the goods with. So you don't use your own money unless you lose your card or break it or forget your wallet at home. But they will reimburse you in those cases. And I've had a few cases where I took the wrong card out and I paid with my own money, but I've been reimbursed within 3 to 5 days, depending on the order. Another thing I like about Postmates is that you can hop on and off to work. You can be going home and decide to try to grab a job on your way home. It can be 1 a.m., 6 a.m., 5 p.m. You can go on at any time. You can also get scheduled and be on priority status, which usually gives you more deliveries per hour if you're willing to do that, but it's not always a guarantee. So there's priority status if you want to be on a schedule, and those can fill up, but you can also swap into it, or you can just turn on your app and hope for a job if you're wanting to work. Another tip I had is that if you're wondering how you get paid, well, you enter your information, and if you do a job on a Monday, Postmates pays you every 4 days. So every 4 days you get paid. The Monday job, you'll get your money on your account Thursday. And that's a big bonus. If you do Uber and Lyft, for example, if you're not using one of those payout schemes, you get paid every Wednesday or Thursday. But with Postmates, if you work a lot, you can have that money trickle in every day eventually when you work a lot. So that's a nice thing. Also, if you work for Lyft or Uber, one thing I like is that in the Postmates app, there's a tip option, and that helps a lot, obviously. I would say Postmate customers tip 80% of the time, compared to no tipping option if you're an Uber driver, and maybe 50-50 if you work with Lyft. So that's a big plus. If you're wondering what you can use, I use my car, but they allow in certain cities you can be a walker, usually like New York City, maybe other cities, but it has to be a big urban city. You can use your bike in certain cities, a motorcycle or a scooter. So they offer a few options. But just try to be logical about the vehicle you're using, because you need to track your expenses, and there's gas mileage, and you'll be traveling a lot around town delivering food. So that's an important aspect of the job. Okay, another thing I want to mention is that after having worked for Uber and Lyft as well, for about over a year, Postmates is the one that's provided the least information come tax time, other than your income. It's really important to track your mileage, and I do that with a few apps. I might be changing after the new year because I discovered a new app I like through Doordash that's not connected to Doordash in any way. It's called Everlance, but I use and pay for Mile IQ, and it tracks your comings and goings, and it's kind of like Tinder in that you can swipe left for personal, swipe right when it's a business expense. So if you're delivering something from Postmates from your house to the customer, track that from going to the restaurant to going to the customer and coming back to your house, because those deductions add up since you're an independent contractor. And another thing I wanted to mention is that it's really important to benefit from the benefits you can get, meaning I sign up for all the cards or local restaurants that offer maybe buy 10, get 1 free, or some restaurants have a Belly app, and I use the key fob for that. So that's a big plus that I find working for Postmates. If you have a Fry's or a Kroger, I know the name changes in different cities. I usually try to go to those places, or a Walgreens if you have points, because those points add up and it's to your benefit to use them, since the customer can't unless they were there with you. And I think those are my suggestions now for today. Feel free to leave a comment or any questions you have below, and thanks for watching.